I guess I'm training for life, man, you know. I think sometimes as humans we're always looking for the silver bullet. You know, I need this or I need that, I've got to get this, I've got to do that. But actually sometimes we just need to look within and realise that there's actually some things that we need to grab a slice of that humble pie and put right. And you know, as I say, I felt CrossFit is what I do. I've done it for 6 years now, and I just love the challenge and the change. I like pushing myself, and it really helps me get rid of those endorphins and handle situations better. Straight off the cuff would be our multi-skilled team. We tend to do a lot in-house that others don't, so we've got our own excavator in-house, and we've got 3 or 4 guys on the team that drive that, and they also perform carpentry tasks, painting, plastering, roofing. Ultimately, we're quite a small, tight team of 12, and we control the process a lot easier by having those in-house trades on wages within the company, and it's not subbed out, so we just, you know, clients feel much more comfortable that we have actually got control of it. We tend to do projects that others don't want to do. Certainly over the last 3 or 4 years we've been invited into projects purely because of our skill set. You could never really grow our business too much bigger than what it is because we do quite technical work. So we are renowned for doing those challenging types of projects on the hills, you know, with major complexities around excavation, retaining walls, all that sort of stuff. We do that all in-house, and higher-end architectural new builds and renovations on the hill is really what we cut our teeth on. Trust. That's probably the big thing. In most cases, you know, we're dealing with someone's biggest financial asset, and I don't think in our industry currently there's enough planning done up front and selecting people on their skill set for the certain job. You know, my biggest advice to clients when I first meet them is, you know, make sure you really like these people that you're going to choose, because it's so key, and you want to be able to like them and deal with them within those challenging conversations, because ultimately there'll always be a few challenging conversations, because we're dealing with 250,000 variables in any one project, and some of those are just beyond our control and theirs, and you just got to be able to, you know that you can really get on and deal with it. Well, for me it's all about my family. You know, I'm very, very grateful to have 3 beautiful kids, Bede, Lily and James, and a beautiful wife. You know, I'd be quite happy to drive a Mini if I could spend more time with them. And for me, ultimately, I don't think kids need huge amounts of the fancy toys, they just want your time. So I try and transfer those values into everything I do within the business. We often have get-togethers with the rest of the staff. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I've found that when, you know, things get tough, we always usually fall back to our families, and sometimes I don't think, as you know, our nature, we don't kind of put them as high as where we should sometimes.